Station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Houston, this is Station. I'm ready for the event.
European Space Agency, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
Lidt overrasket blev at det gik op for mig, at når man er uddannelses- og forskningsminister, så er man som også minister for det ydre front. Det er ikke engang løgn. Det tror jeg heller ikke, ministeren vidste, dengang Lykke ringede til hende, men vi kan prøve at spørge hende selv. Christina Elo.
Den var Andreas, vi glæder os.
Vidste du det?
Det med det ydre rum. At jeg fandt ud af det efter nogle dage, efter regeringen var dannet. Der var en, der sagde til mig, er du klar over, altså i omfang er jo altså den minister, der har det største ressort, og vi ved jo faktisk ikke, fordi rummet er uendeligt og alt det der, ikke?
Stor magt.
Jeg havde sagt ja alligevel, men ja.
Vi skal ikke helt ud til det ydre rum nu. Lidt tættere på. Jeg ved ikke, om det er stadig.
Den var Andreas.
Nu har jeg glædet mig til at kunne sige Andreas Mogensen her i Herning. Topmødet, DI-topmødet i Herning 2023.
In 2023.
Og svæver han. Andreas Mogensen, tillykke med udnævnelsen til kommandør, som jo fandt sted.
Hi, Andreas. Congratulations with being appointed commander. How do you feel up there?
Jamen, tusind tak, og velkommen til den internationale rumstation. Jeg har det fantastisk. Det har vi alle sammen. Vi har været heroppe lidt over en måneds tid nu. Det er lidt overraskende, så hurtigt tiden er gået. Men vi er faldet godt til. Arbejdet går godt.
Work is going well. The expedition 70 started this week, and I took over the commander post this week.
En anden ting, jeg er klar over, er en af de aller sidste personer, Andreas Mogensen så, inden han drog opad. Det var faktisk dig, Christina Elo. Hvad vil du gerne spørge ham?
Before he launched was you, Christina.
Nu har du,
Hi, Andreas.
Nu har du været deroppe i
Thank you for the last time.
Og dermed jo også
You've been up there for about a month, and weightless for the first time in a very long time. How does that feel in your body and in your head?
Det er ikke noget, man rigtig lægger mærke til, udover at
it's something you don't really pay much attention to, except I feel a little congested in my head because the blood doesn't really get sucked into my legs by gravity. But I feel very good. I exercise 2 hours every day, so I feel healthy. And it's very fun to be here in a completely different condition.
Det er jo en lidt anderledes lederrolle, kan man godt sige, at du har påtaget dig som leder af en rumstation. Udover at motivere de her 2 timer, hvad gør I så konkret for at sikre den psykiske velvære og
what do you do to ensure your physical and mental well-being up there?
Ja, det er et godt spørgsmål. Altså, vi
That's a very good question.
For at kunne ligesom bevare vores
maintain
evner til at arbejde
our ability to work
efficiently
for 6 months. We try to have a very structured work day. We get up at the same time every day, and we stop working at 7:30 at night, so we also have time to eat dinner and relax. And we then use Saturday to clean, because of course the space station has to be clean. Everything has to be organized, and then we take Sunday off. We also try to eat meals together at least a few times a week, where we get together and have a good time, talk, and we also have the opportunity to speak to a psychologist. So there are multiple ways that we're trying to stay well. That's good to hear, and that you're all doing well, but it's also very hard work. While you are there, you have to do experiments up there on behalf of Danish universities, and you have some Danish companies, Danish aerospace, have some technologies up there to do biological experiments. Could you tell us how that is going?
Jo, jeg er i gang med at teste en
health monitoring.
sensor fra
Yes,
Danish Aerospace
I am
Company, der kan
testing right now
overvåge
a sensor
forskellige parametre som hjerte,
that can monitor different parameters such as your heart rate, your your respiratory frequencies, and your temperature.
som jeg kan have på under tøjet.
It's like a little sensor I can wear under my clothes all day, and it can measure my vitals. That is one example of the things that we are testing up here. We are subjects. We give blood samples, urine samples, saliva that's being analyzed up here and on Earth, and then we will compare results from before and while we're up here and after to compare results and see what happens. And the other experiment is about the giant flashes. You have to take some photos of a little camera. Now you have to take bigger photos. What is it? What are these giant lightning? What do we have to find out about them? What do we use the knowledge about them for?
Selvom meget af den forskning vi laver herop
although a lot of the research we do up here
så laver vi også en del grundforskning,
hvor det simpelthen handler om secondary research. We also do fundamental researching where we try to become more knowledgeable about human beings, about the universe. And so for 20, 30 years ago, we discovered a new phenomenon, these giant lightnings that shoot up from the ground and out into space. And we want to know more about how they start and why and what kind of influence they have on our atmosphere. We have cooperation with Therma, a very big company. I have to be on the. We have to be on the. Or there's some on the outside of the space station. We have to take recordings of these very, very big lightnings that can take a lot of frames per second, so that we can become wiser and know more about these lightnings. There's huge amounts of energy that are being released into the atmosphere. It's also maybe a way to transport gases from different levels of the atmosphere. So it could also maybe influence our climate. And something that we need to use in our models. There are also some experiments with something that we know about here, 3D printing, water purification. What do you have to do with that up there? What do you have to find out?
Det lettere at jonglere i vægtløs tilstand?
It's easier to juggle in weightless condition.
Jamen altså, vi... altså vandrensning for eksempel.
Water purification, for instance, and 3D printing are technologies that we can use on Earth, but also have a lot of significance in the future when we go further into space. First back to the moon, but also later onto Mars. We have to be independent as much as possible from Earth when we are in space. It's very expensive to send something up here. So we have to recycle as much as possible, and that also applies to water. Our urine, our sweat, all the condensation is being collected and purified to become drinking water, and we're using currently about 95% we are recycling aboard. We are testing a new technology to purify wastewater in a way that does not. We're using proteins to transport water molecules, and 3D printing is another experiment. I have to test the 3D printer in the hope that in the future we can print our own spare parts and components that we need up here. Right now, everything is being transported from Earth up to us, but if we can print them ourselves, it will make us more independent from Earth, something that is very exciting for the future. when we go further into
Jeg er bare
space,
lidt
for
nysgerrig. Er
instance,
det et
to Mars.
almindeligt
I'm very
armbåndsur, du
curious.
har på der, og hvad skal du egentlig
Is
med det?
that
Fordi
a
tiden flyver jo lidt
watch you have
hurtigere
on
der,
your?
hvor du er. Det noget med 17
What do you use that
solopgange i
for?
døgnet eller sådan noget.
Time passes a lot faster up there with all the sun rises you experiment every 24 hours. It's a completely normal watch I'm wearing. We use Greenwich Mean Time.
Stram tidsplan heroppe.
We have a very, very tight time schedule. Organized by Mission Control Center in Houston. I have a schedule on my iPad with a red line, and I try to follow that red line during the day so that I don't fall behind. Time is extremely important up here, even if we don't have a normal day and night rhythm.
Det er jo glædeligt at høre, at I tager jer tid til at spise sammen
very,
en gang
very
imellem
nice to hear that you can eat
om
together
søndagen.
and
Men hvad laver
that
du
you
egentlig,
take
når
time
du
off
ikke
on
arbejder
Sunday.
deroppe?
But what do you do when you don't work up there?
Jamen, jeg bruger selvfølgelig tid på at tale med min familie.
I spend time talking to my family and my friends. And I also love to watch, to sit by the window by the cupola. And we can sit out there to look down on Earth and take photos. We have some very good cameras with very big lenses, so we can sit here and take photos of the Earth and share with people. On Instagram, for instance, Twitter, Facebook.
Andreas, jeg ved ikke, om du kunne høre det, men jeg tror, der var
Andreas,
enkelte
I don't know if you can
gadget-freaks
hear
her
it,
blandt publikum, der blev en lille smule
but there are
misundelige
some
over den
gadget
linse
freaks
der,
in the audience
du
and
kunne vise frem.
that are very envious of
Må jeg
this big
spørge
lens
på
that
det
you
lidt
just showed.
personlige plan, hvad er det for nogle
Can I
tanker,
ask
der går
a
igennem
personal
dit hoved,
question?
når du sidder
What kind
sådan
of thoughts
og
do you
kigger på
have
jorden fra det der perspektiv?
when you sit up there and look at Earth from that perspective?
Jamen, det er utrolig smukt. Og så er det
It's
også
very beautiful
utrolig imponerende
and very impressive to find out how many details you can see up here through a 800 millimeter lens.
Altså bygninger, man kan se igennem linsen.
Constructions that you can see through the lens.
Lufthavne, for eksempel. Lufthavne er faktisk en rigtig god måde at identificere
Airports
de byer,
are a very, very good way to identify the cities that you're looking at.
Altså det vil sige, det at se jorden heroppe fra
to watch the Earth from up here is very beautiful.
Man indser hurtigt, hvor unikt et sted
you quickly realize how unique Earth is, how crazy it is, and how important it is that we take care of it. There are no alternatives. It's our only place. We have no safety raft. It's so important that on Earth that we make sure we don't ruin it for each other. Another thing that you notice, you can't see country borders. It's one planet. We share it with each other. We're all humans that try to live side by side on the planet. And if we became a little better cooperating, better friends, a lot of our challenges in our daily lives would disappear.
Tak for det humanistiske budskab, Andreas Mogensen, her til allersidst. Jeg så jo i weekenden, at du havde kastet dig ud i at lave en chokolademus
that you have tried to make a chocolate mousse for yourself and your crew. Was that good?
Den smagte utrolig godt, og jeg har faktisk...
It was so delicious, and I've done it again. It's in the refrigerator right now. I think tonight we're going to have chocolate mousse again. It's a very good way to spend time up here is to share a good chocolate mousse. So I look forward to that tonight.
Andreas, jeg håber, at du kan høre, at der bliver klappet høfligt af dig her.
That there is a lot of applause here.
Altså, hvor meget vi hernede i
That
Danmark
shows very well how much
det, du laver,
we in Denmark follow your work on the International Space Station. And I can tell you that I've said to you before, we are so proud of you and what you're doing and the work that you're doing up there. And I know you know how much we all follow you. It's interesting. So thank you for that.
Andreas Mogensen. Tak for at
Thank
være
you,
med her
Andreas.
på DI-topmødet
Thank you for joining us
2023, og
today
ikke mindst
in
tak
our
til
Business
ESA,
Summit
NASA Mission Control i
2023.
Houston for at gøre
And
det
thank
muligt.
you
Det er
very
skidt.
much to
Andreas
NASA
Mogensen,
in Houston
Booking-missionen
to
og
make
ikke
it
mindst
possible,
rumministeren Esbjerg.
and the
Tak,
Space
Andreas.
Minister as well. Thank you very much, Andreas.
Jamen, tusind
Thank you.
tak. Det har været en fornøjelse at deltage.
It's been such a pleasure to participate.
I hvert fald 5 måneder til.
And I have to be here for at least another 5, maybe 7 months. So there's going to be a lot of other opportunities to, there's going to be a lot of exciting activities for the next 6 months. Hi. Bye.